on the line now. How are you doing, guys?
Great, thank you. How are you?
We're absolutely fantastic, and congratulations on not just one but four. Yes, four nominations for British Country Music Association Awards this year at 2021 in November.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah, it's pretty special to see, both our names.
Just to be there.
Those, yeah.
I mean, did you set out to be into the sort of country Americana, or was it just sort of naturally fell that way?
I mean, I think we never, was always going to go down this. I think we like guitars in our songs, and I feel like country and Americana is kind of the last genre where guitar is really on the main frame, and you can, do a solo and it sounds good, and so I guess that's where we kind of go down
naturally. But... I mean, it's quite a large genre as well, isn't it? The whole Americana and the country thing. It's so vast, I mean, sometimes when you hear artists like Foy Vance, a new song by him, you kind of go, well, is that country or is that singer-songwriter? And it's quite vast. But Jack's exactly right. It's about guitars, and bottom line is it's one of the last guitar genres, really.
It is. I quite agree with that. And you can have it. It isn't just a twang of, a telly anymore, isn't it? A Telecaster. It lends itself to a Gibson or you name it. They'll have any kind of guitar in there. And I've said this numerous times to people. I think country now is a multi-genre. Yeah. You can have what I would call coffee country, where you're in a Starbucks and you can hear something in the background and it's something like by the Shires maybe.
Yep.
Or then you can go into a shop where they're selling all rock stuff and you hear this, who's these? And it's the Nashvillians. I don't know if you've heard about the Nashvillians, but they're brilliant. But they're hitting it over in America at the moment, and they're doing their own vibe, their own thing. And I think that's the thing with UK country at the moment, where you cannot pigeonhole. It's not round hole square peg anymore.
Definitely not.
I think you wouldn't want to. I think I wouldn't want to be perceived as just country. I think we are singer-songwriter with Americana twists on our songs.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, we love all types of country. The Shires, and then all types of songs.
Marcus King.
Yeah. We love it. We love it.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like as well. I think the future of country music. I mean, there's that very large stamp of the hip hop pop crossover, which we like, but we much prefer live drums, live bass,
rocking bands.
Bands. That's what we, really do it for us.
Yeah. Okay, so where would your inspirations come from then? You don't think you have the same inspiration, unless obviously yourself, because your dad's been playing. Like my daughter's now, my oldest one especially, Garth Brooks, because that's all she got when she was little, going around the house going Fever, and now because her husband is a heavy metal band and doing really, really well, she's now sort of like, I've got to have that on my playlist, but then I've got to have a little bit of that on my playlist, and it's a mix of. So how was that for you then?
I mean, for our songs at the moment, I think I like to write songs like Marcus King. I don't know if you've heard of him. I like songs like Goodbye Carolina and The Well. We love those. But then I've got inspirations that, branch out from just country, Prince.
Yeah,
it's a big one for me.
Huge.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The best, really.
Absolutely.
But he was also brought up on Guns N' Roses and classic rock and and so that's where you kind of then go. It's very easy to go from rock to country or from country to rock. So easy because they're one of the same thing in my eyes. They're classically written songs with guitars. To be fair, on a lot of rock songs, you just dial down that crunch on the guitar, and it could be a country song. As the same way as all country songs can be pop songs. Great country songs can be pop songs.
And they sometimes are.
They are, yeah.
Sometimes somebody will cover it. I mean, I was speaking to a great guy yesterday, Frank Myers, and he wrote I Swear.
Yeah.
John Michael Montgomery had it out in the 90s, and then All for One brought it out as a soul, and a huge hit for him. But it was crossed over. So you know, that in a nutshell, really, isn't it?
Yeah, you can. It's very easy to mess with genres if the song's good enough to. And it's, to be fair, any great song, you can dress it in any clothes, and it should be able to be done well.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, the simplest answer when you ask inspirations, what I think of is just good songs, but I guess that's really opinionated, isn't it? But you know, you talked about your daughter's playlist. I reckon if you looked at mine, you'd see everything really. Hip hop, you know, country, metal, rock, modern pop, all that. You know, I love all types of music.
It's quite difficult as well, because what you're inspired by, your take on it is, it's never that. You can't as much as, let's say you went through a phase of adoring James Bay and the Chaos and the Calm album. It was never, whenever we were going to do something, even if we were attempting to do a James Bay, it would never be a James Bay. No. So I think influences are quite, I think that's all they really should be, is influences.
Absolutely. You can't copy, you know, and nor should you copy anybody, because you're your own person or people, and you've got your own path.
Yeah, we only make music that, as well, what's important to us is like, we only make music that we like. Yeah. So we're not making it for, sorry to say, but for any of our fans, we're not making it. We're not making it for you. I'm sorry. We're making it for us, and we just hope that people along the way
that people do enjoy it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And I think that's correct, because if you start, you know, again, I look at a normal audience that maybe I play for, and you know, I've always looked at this template of, if I can make 80% happy before they leave, I've done my job. The other 20% you'll never change. They'll always have, there's always a 20% element. So if you start thinking, well, our fans are going to like this, and I think that's where some fans have, some musicians, I mean, multi-megastars have done that. They've gone, our fans will like this, and they've like, no, not really, you know, and it's been a dead rubber, you know. So it's better following your own path and your own passion, I think, and then people will come along for the ride.
I mean, I think personally for me, I'll always be writing songs that I like. It doesn't really matter what, you know, genre. I would love to try all of them if I can.
Yeah.
I've got a long life.
I think it's important that I think if anybody thinks they've got what Jack and Tim's about, or what Jack's ever going to be about, or whatever I'm going to be about, that they've not got it, because we're not.
We don't know.
You know, we've not gone. We want to do this for life.
Yeah.
You know, so expect like a drum and bass track next week.
Yeah, just kicking it, or something that Pavarotti might have sung. You know. Hey, you never know. I could just see it giving it all that. You know, Nessun Dorma with the guitar. You know. But obviously during lockdown has been tough for everybody. I mean, has that been a big creative curve for you guys?
I mean, lockdown was brilliant.
It was good for us. Really.
For us, I mean, you know, despite all the health and the health reasons, and you know, not seeing anybody, in a creative standpoint, lockdown was brilliant for us, because you don't go anywhere anyway.
I'm just
I don't go anywhere.
This studio
it was just like kind of like normal life, where we could kind of buckle down and get some music and get the EP out and loads of new singles. And I think it was a nice process to go through.
There was a lot to get out as well in our heads, because throughout lockdown there was race issues in America, which really sparked off our song Stand, inspired that massively, and it was all those songs. We nearly made a political EP, a whole political EP, because there was 21 Guns on that EP as well, which is not an anti-war song, but it's you know, it's about how someone died for 21 guns, and it feels a little like, is that it kind of thing. And so it's very poignant, and also you know, we're grateful for those soldiers that step up when when others don't or can't.
It's kind of, you know, commemorating them, I guess.
Yeah.
You know,
So it almost became a political album, and then we ended up writing some other stuff that wasn't political.
It was kind of, you know,
lightened it up a bit.
Yes. No, it was good. Lockdown was good for us. In a creative standpoint, lockdown was really good for us.
And I still really enjoy, like I say, we like our own stuff, but I really enjoy listening to that EP, that acoustic EP. I really do.
Well, that's good if you like your own stuff. You know, you're not cringing at your own stuff. I think that's a great element as well, because there are times, you know, you record something. Certainly I do. I go, don't like that. And I would never listen to it, because people say to me, why don't you play some of your own stuff on the radio? I said, nah, I wouldn't. No, it's not, you know, I'm not one of them kind of guys going, there's another EP from me. No, it's up to other people to play that. It's not my bag. But I cringe.
Say to me, nobody else will blow your trumpet but you. So play your stuff.
No, I value my listeners.
I want to hear it.
Yeah.
Oh my days. Well, if you have a look at https. Is it / all the W's, ptaylorcountrymusic.co.uk.
We're writing it down. Write it down.
Yeah, so it'd be quite interesting what your take is on that. Yeah, I mean, so what's around the corner then for you guys? Are you out gigging and performing, or is there something over the horizon?
I mean, you know, we're doing some shows pretty soon.
Yeah.
We're just happy to get back out there on the live scene, and then the long-awaited.
But before that, we don't forget the show. We've got to tell you what the shows are, because we like to do certain shows. We don't do 100 shows all the time. You know, we try, and I know it sounds silly to say not to go out as much as possible, but when we do a show, we want it to be like best in show.
Yeah.
So we've got a headline show at the 229 in London for Mam Roots, the promoter there, and that's on November the 20th.
Yes.
Tickets are available.
Where would you get the tickets? Where will you get them?
It's called Fat Soma, but all you have to do is search for MAM Roots Festival, and the ticket links will all be there. And you can get them all from our website or any of our social media.
Jack and Tim Music.
Here's Izzy Walsh, who's playing. Isabella Coolstock, the Orange Circus Band.
Yeah, so we've got some brilliant.
So it's going to be a really solid night.
And are you going down to the BCMAs themselves in November?
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are really just to be a part of it. We're really looking forward to just,
you know, and considering that this is really the first, I guess, kind of year that we've been in the scene. I think the reception we've got, you know, we're extremely grateful for. Yeah. So just being a part of it is brilliant.
I've never seen the award nominees so strong as of this year. And I was saying to somebody else recently, it's as though during lockdown that every artist has thrown the kitchen sink at either production, songwriting, kept the streams going, kept the visibility via social media, and every single person is worthy of a win. You know, like yourselves, you've got Song of the Year stand, Album of the Year, Long Way Home, Duo of the Year, it's under Duo or Band of the Year, and Entertainer of the Year as well. So that's 4. So I put it to you two now, right? This is the way to practice it. And I've said this a couple of times recently. Have you practiced your win face, and have you practiced your not winning face?
The graceful loser face.
That's it. No, do you know what? I've never won anything in my life. So I'm expecting you to just go, well done.
Me and him, we just go with the flow. So we're going to blag it.
Yeah, and see what happens. There's no, you know, literally, genuinely, I know people often do say, we're just happy to be nominated. But honestly,
we're just going to have a good time.
Yeah.
We're going to go there and have a good time. And
yeah, I mean, I'm going down as well. I'm going down the Saturday and the Sunday as well. So we'll no doubt meet up and have, because I'll be doing some interviews down there as well. But yeah, it's a black tie, I think. I look like a bouncer. I'm 6'2". Look like a bouncer with Stetson on.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's gonna be some black, no check shirts or black. There's gonna be just black tie. I bet people come in there. I bet you could make a country black tie
country suit.
Yeah.
Well, you could have the sort of Sunday best, can't you? The Wild West.
Yeah.
There you go.
Pocket watches.
My style of clothing is usually just plain white t-shirts and jeans.
Well, you can get a t-shirt now, can't you? With a tux.
There you go.
So I think I'll get a
yeah. So to just bend the rules slightly, just a little, yeah.
T-shirts and black jeans.
Yeah, go for it. But it'll be a miss of me to. I mean, obviously, people who are watching this or listening to this, we know that name. We know that name somewhere. But it all sort of started in the sort of, you know, people to know you back at the Britain's Got Talent. How many years ago was that now?
3.
Yeah. 3?
3 or 4.
Yeah, it was 3.
And got the Golden Buzzer by Simon Cowell.
Yes.
Yeah, that was
very
surreal, wasn't it?
Yes.
Very surreal.
Good, really amazing
Really.
experience.
And as Simon Cowell, you know, since then, has he sort of like give any words of advice or encouragement?
He comes around for tea often.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
I was going to say, you're telling pokers there.
I had a cup of tea with him like about 10 minutes ago.
No. It's. I think the show is fantastic, and there's absolutely, if anybody ever thinks, because all these programs or anything like that, they're platforms. They, you know, absolutely. As far as I was concerned, it was just, I didn't want to do it. Jack wanted to do it. You could see how nervous I was. And I just didn't want to let him down. But, you know, so that's where we were. So to get anything but that.
Yeah.
But you know.
It's a brilliant platform, and
just to be seen.
Yeah. And I guess I kind of saw it as rather than the big thing, but the start of it, as the start of.
You just wanted to be on because you loved the show and Simon's put downs.
Yeah, I love the show anyway, and so just being on there was pretty special.
Well, no, I think it is a leg up, isn't it? For like people use it right. I mean, yes, you might not get the big thing going on with Simon Cowell, whatever, but it is. I've seen people before who, not even just X Factor, but on Dragon's Den, and I've actually met people who haven't won, but then become very, very successful. So it's not all about it, you know, here and now. But what you two have got is something really special where there aren't. I can't think of any where there's. Again, you've probably heard this one, Dad and Lad. I mean, I used to have a duo, and he was only 5 years younger than me, but he used to call me Dad for some reason, and we used to say, "Oh, we're Dad and Lad." But they
name was suggested to us.
Yeah,
was it Dad and Lad?
And I said, "We'll stick to the names. No, we'll stick to our names."
Absolutely, but it is a and it's not a gimmick. It's pure music and pure like of each other outside of being father and son. Yeah. You can tell that, you know, even now, you know, after 6 years, you've not killed each other. After 3 years, you've not killed each other. The thinnest of thin ice. But the thing is now, Jack, are you starting to do more deeper backing vocals?
You did the one it was when you were a kid.
Yeah.
It was a bit of a shock.
It was the start. It was lucky. It was the start of lockdown where the voice started to drop, and I lost my super high register. Yeah. And now I'm down here, and so I sound like Barry White on the daily.
It's actually still works. I think it's kind of it's got blood harmony.
It's still building. I'm still working on my voice.
Yeah, go like Josh. You've gone from like soprano to Josh Turner overnight. It's a good job you wasn't on stage when you're doing it.
In the morning, I sound like Barry White. You should have seen it.
You were so high. You were high for a girl.
Yeah. And
Vince Gill high.
Yeah, but, you know, I'm happy with the way it's going.
Yes.
Good.
You know, it's, you know, I'm still building it, and so we'll get there.
Yeah, I think it's like I said, to be nominated, and again, I hark back to this, nominated for 4 sections in an award ceremony is something bloody special, you know, and you should be proud of that. And I look forward to meeting you guys, and I want to thank you so much for coming on as well and talking to us. And so we will look at, and obviously, you know, we're linked in now. If you've got any other music you want us to play, give us a few hints and tips. Absolutely fine.
Brilliant.
Great, brilliant.
Sounds
Thank you
good.
very much. Lovely to meet you, mate.
Yeah, and I'll see you in about a month's, well, less than a month's time now, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think you can drink, Jack, but I'll get you a lemonade.
You've done one tour. You did a tour at 12. You did a theatre tour at 12. So he's
at
well
12,
versed in seeing drunk people, but you know,
Not BCMA drunk people, he hasn't.
that's what I was going to say.
Never know with this country scene.
Yeah, you know.
We'll
Wild women and all that. Like, you know, put it like this: there's a lot of country songs come out of having a BCMA award. You know, a couple of days or a couple of weeks after it, and you know, somebody said if you replay a country song backwards, you don't get divorced, you don't become an alcoholic, and you don't lose your money.
Yeah.
So,
and your dogs are alive.
And your dogs are alive. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I really appreciate coming on, guys, and it's good fortune and good luck with everything, and I'd say good luck on the night.
Brilliant, mate.
Thank you
Yeah,
so
I'm
much.
looking
You're
forward
more
to
than
meeting you.
welcome.
Awesome. Take care now.
Thanks, mate. Bye-bye.